If the state of the economy is keeping the Chancellor up at night, he wasn't showing it this afternoon as he posed for photos ahead of tomorrow's big speech. In the three-word slogans beloved of this government, his emergency medicine for the ailing economy will be a dose of jobs, 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 although he did preface it with this warning today.
Whilst we cannot protect every single job, we will do all we can to make sure our businesses and people have the tools they need to get through this and emerge stronger on the other side.
One way Rishi Sunak is going to try to do that tomorrow is with a job creation scheme, where the government will pay the national minimum wage to young people claiming universal credit if they take a 6-month work placement. That's in addition to the £1,000 bonus to firms for each new trainee they take on. There's also a £2 billion fund for green home renovation grants, and a temporary cut to VAT for restaurants, pubs and bars is expected to try to protect some jobs in the hospitality sector. With young people particularly hit by the cooling job market, the Chancellor wants to make sure more like 19-year-old apprentice Ethan have a trainee scheme or a job placement to pick them up.
It's there waiting for me. I don't have to worry about finding a new job, what money's going to be like, income and all them sort of things. But I know friends that have fortunately been laid off work completely, and then they've got nothing.
There is some great availability at the moment.
There's expected to be a shot in the arm for the housing market too, with the stamp duty threshold potentially raised to £500,000.
When do you think it needs to happen?
Straight away. I think the concern with delaying it is that it would suspend the market. And the market doesn't need another suspension. It needs to get on with it. So our view would be the sooner that it happened, tomorrow, hopefully, if it's announced, the better.
The Independent Institute for Fiscal Studies says we're getting used to big spending.
These are all substantial changes, things that we haven't seen in some considerable period of time, but clearly we might expect there to be more things in the statement tomorrow to support particularly the lockdown sectors, to provide more support and training for keeping people in work, potentially past the end of the Corona Job Retention Scheme, the furlough scheme, which comes to an end in October.
Labour are pressing the Chancellor to promise exactly that.
But why is he persisting with this one-size-fits-all removal of the job retention scheme when this will inevitably lead to additional redundancies? Thank you.
But this is a universal scheme. It is generous, it has been extended to October, and it is winding down in a gradual and temperate manner.
So when the Chancellor walks out tomorrow, he might be bringing unprecedented levels of support for jobs. But even that can't cushion the country from the worst the autumn is likely to bring. Romilly Weeks, News at 10.